C-Care, COVID Channel Area Response Exchange, is an Interreg France Channel England project, which is delivering a €6.7 million package of COVID-19 recovery support to businesses and individuals at risk of exclusion on both sides of the channel. This multi-strand project is helping the 7 partner organisations to review good practice from and build on lessons learnt to shape and implement response and recovery actions to help alleviate the impact of the pandemic. C-Care includes support for individuals, such as skills training, apprenticeships, and digital inclusion. There is help for businesses via advice, vouchers, and grants to help sectors hard hit by the pandemic to develop new business models to respond to market changes and ensure a green, inclusive, and sustainable economic recovery. C-Care is also developing blueprints for the future use of town centres to improve long-term prospects for businesses and work on new ways to tackle social exclusion. The following films showcase some of the ways in which C-Care has made a difference.
The C-Care voucher enabled us to identify a number of things here at AW. The improvement that we've been able to make has enabled us to become more sustainably aware, more waste efficient aware. It makes us more attractive to our clients because they're asking us for our net zero policies more and more and more. Enabled us to identify things that we were doing right and things that we were doing wrong. So AW Group is comprised of AW Rail, AW Construction and AW Labour. For AW Rail we do a multitude of projects across the rail network, anything from station refurbishments, vegetation management, groundwork, civils, electrical testing, and then moving on to construction we cover mainly commercial retail, so shop fitting, refurbishment, refits. We do a lot of work in the banking sector, and then we have a labour arm to the business which sort of covers both rail and construction, whereby we supply safety critical staff, general operatives, all with the necessary qualifications to work in these industries. That helps us fulfil our projects right across the UK. AW has been here in Folkestone for a number of years. An opportunity arose during 2020 for us to purchase some new buildings here on Shearway Business Park. During that time COVID hit us. Luckily we were able to carry on working under the COVID rules. What we did was we used our staff to totally transform 6 empty shells from basic industrial units into bespoke offices. All the offices were designed to be as environmentally friendly as possible, so at the end of the day basically last man out, doesn't even have to bother turning the lights out, everything gets done for you. We were very lucky to be able to attend a number of exhibitions this year, and at one of those exhibitions, Kent Business Live, which is run by Kent Invicta Chamber of Commerce, we were introduced to Rob Robinson from Kent County Council, who heads up the Low Carbon Kent initiative, which provides companies with the opportunity to get certain funding. Under one of those remits was the C-Care Voucher scheme, where it allows you to obtain a voucher up to the value of £1,500. We identified that we hadn't had a net zero roadmap done properly, independently audited. So we chose the C-Care voucher to cover the cost of that via a third-party organisation, Meerkat Associates. The application process for the voucher was really easy. It's all done online, as is everything these days. Our net zero report identified a number of key issues. The building as a whole is highly energy efficient. However, what it did highlight was because we are a nationwide company and we do work right across the UK, we use a lot of vans and therefore our carbon emissions are extremely high. So do we actually need 2 or 3 vans turning up on site to do that one job? Could we be more efficient by utilising just one larger vehicle with the capacity to carry 2 or 3 or 4 operatives within that vehicle to site? That would make us more fuel efficient, reduce our carbon footprint across the UK. It also enabled our fleet manager, especially in construction, to identify the vehicles that were being sat idling. Identifying those particular aspects made us realise that we could actually reduce the costs of our fuel bill across the course of the year, which is considerable. And also within the report it also identified our waste streams. We've been looking at ways in which we could reduce the waste which we produced here as a company as well. So it's made us more aware of what we do as a company, and I don't think without the voucher and the conversations that we've been able to have with people like Rob Robinson from Low Carbon Kent, C-Care, and all the other great team at KCC as well, we wouldn't have been able to identify this as quickly as we have done. And in the space of probably 6 months, we've done more in terms of sustainability for the group in the past 6 years.